Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Steve with Real Progressives. I'm getting ready to go to lunch, and I figure I'd give you all a quick live stream. On November 14th, I'm going to be going to the nation's capital yet again to have an opportunity to go to an economic summit, economic forum at the Hyatt on Capitol Hill, where none other than Stephanie Kelton and Paulina Tcherneva will be. And my hope is that we'll be able to get some live streaming done, maybe even see if I can trouble them for an interview. But the ultimate thing is that the election's almost over, folks. The election's coming up here in a few short days, and most people have already figured out who they're voting for. There are very few undecideds out there in the world right now. Our goal has got to be to motivate those people who are decided to, in fact, get out there and vote. But in the meantime, though, we got to look at what tomorrow looks like. And we can't allow ourselves to go back to sleep. And unfortunately, many people in America right now have election fatigue. They have campaign fatigue. And they have overall, lying and corruption fatigue. So our goal here really is to keep the information flowing and to keep you guys engaged. Because without you staying engaged, without you staying committed to this stuff, our nation's going to go to hell in a handbasket very, very, very fast. So what I'm hoping for is that we continue to enlighten you guys to understand modern economics, so you understand how our nation actually operates, so that we can force the hands of our elected politicians, even the ones we can't stand, come November 8th and 9th, and be able to impact change. You have no idea how to impact change if you don't understand how this stuff works. So hopefully when I go to this event, many of you guys will have a first opportunity, other than the YouTube videos you see, to actually see Stephanie Kelton live. And Paulina Tcherneva, her main thrust is full employment. So her goal is to get a federal job guarantee in place, which would in essence eliminate unemployment. It would also eliminate the need for a minimum wage, basically, by setting the minimum wage through a federal job guarantee. It's pretty spectacular, pretty genius. And so I'll hopefully be able to work my way in and get a quick interview with her as well. But in the meantime, wouldn't it be great if you guys did some reading so that when you hear these people talk, it wasn't the first time you heard some of these thoughts and concepts? Because how in the world are you going to petition your elected officials in your local areas and your state's representatives? How in the world are you going to petition them to start embracing the truth that we're not in debt, that Social Security is not strapped, that there is a way to do a federal job guarantee, that we don't need to have manufactured unemployment to keep our dollar worth something, that we in fact deserve better? How in the world are you going to do that? Saying, well, hey, how do other countries do it? This is not worth it, man. That's not going to work. You got to know what the hell you're talking about so we can force them to change. As long as they think they can snow you because you don't know what you're talking about, they'll continue to do it, because it's a lot easier for them to get a paycheck and go with the status quo than it is to ever make anything happen. I mean, seriously. And the people that are motivated to make things happen already know the things I'm telling you, and what they're doing is they're trying to drive the wealth gap. They are the corporations that are trying to push the politicians to do exactly the opposite of what I'm telling you to do. As long as you're desperate, as long as you're hungry, you'll take whatever they give you. And so my goal is to continue to present that information to you. And, I ain't gonna lie, man, it's pretty depressing. You put this stuff out there on the line, you sit there and try and get people to see this stuff, and people don't even pay attention. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of sucks. So my goal, my hope, is to find a way to make this stuff palatable to you, to make it so that it's interesting to you, so that you open your mind up. Because I'm tired of seeing our country struggle because too many of our citizens don't give a crap. They can't be bothered to learn economics. They can't be bothered to read some links. They can't be bothered to check in and watch a video. I mean, come on. Seriously. This is not hard activism. You can do that sitting on your couch in your pajamas. You can write a letter to your congressman in your pajamas. It's not hard work, folks. It just takes some effort. And if you don't take the effort, nothing's going to change, I assure you. So anyway, November 14th, I'm going to be in the nation's capital streaming something that the rest of the people are not going to be in the least bit interested in. But I'm hoping real progressives will be, because if you're not, we have no shot at fixing anything. Again, from last night, let me tell you, we've got a really big announcement coming up here shortly. I want to thank all the people that have been donating, that have been helping us, get some operating funds so that we can start getting some supplies to do better video editing, to provide some help to the people that are out in the field that are doing this stuff, for a living. I really, really appreciate those of you who are not only supporting us by giving us likes and shares and comments, but those of you who have actually gone to our website, read the articles that we're posting there. They're original articles. We've got good writers. And also for those of you who are actually contributing financially as well. Let me tell you, that really helps us out. We're trying on November 19th, our team, our Real Progressives team, will be meeting at a hotel in Oxon Hill, Maryland, looking to set up the business plan for setting up the 4 pillars that we are planning to roll out. And again, those 4 pillars start with activism, education, media, and policy. Once you put those 4 pillars together, it's resting on the foundation of taking progress to the mainstream. So your help is instrumental in getting us where we need to be. And obviously we're going to be looking for other investors as well, people that have similar sensibilities, that want to have a think tank, that want to have a place that takes on the sellouts in the media, that takes on all these other things that you've been gaslighted throughout this entire campaign. We want to be able to take those people on head on and give you truth. It takes a little bit of help though to do that, because trust me when I say this, we're all burning the candle at both ends right now and we need a little help. So anyway, with that, I'm Steve Grumbine. I'm going to go get some lunch. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk soon.